Listen to that crunch. The thin, glossy coat you see on each piece is a butter-flavored oil film, holding fine salt in place. But here is the part that feels impossible. Did not start as white popcorn at all. It started as deep purple popcorn kernels, grown for popping, dried hard on the stalk, then cleaned, sorted, conditioned, and shipped in sealed bulk systems. In this episode, we follow the full chain inside one of the largest U.S. operations, from mature dried purple popcorn ears in the field to packaged butter popcorn coming off a high-speed line. And when you see the exact moment the purple corn kernels turn into popcorn, you will understand why moisture control decides everything. Out in the field, mature dried purple popcorn ears sit tight in straw yellow husks, while the kernels cure into a dense, glossy purple. Those purple popcorn kernels have to be dry enough to store, but not too dry to pop. Harvest equipment strips the ears and separates purple popcorn kernels in seconds. Then those kernels move by gravity into trailers and trucks that feed a grain elevator. From there, the first fight is against everything that does not belong: husk fragments, stalk dust, and small stones that can damage equipment or ruin a batch. Screens lift out oversized debris, air pulls away light chaff, and a destoner drops the heavy grit out of the stream. What remains is a clean, uniform flow of purple popcorn kernels, ready for the most important step before any factory can pop them: drying and tempering to a stable moisture level. Inside the popcorn plant, the conditioned purple popcorn kernels move through food-grade cleaning again, because the standards tighten as you approach the popper. Magnets catch metal fines. Optical sorting ejects cracked kernels. discolored kernels, and foreign material in a blink, and quality control checks moisture and popping performance with a small test run. Only in spec-conditioned purple popcorn kernels are released to the continuous popper. Then, the physics takes over. Heat drives water inside each kernel into steam. Pressure builds under the hull, and in a fraction of a second the kernel bursts and flips inside out. That is the transformation. Purple popcorn kernels become popped popcorn, expanding into white and ivory flakes with only faint lavender traces. Immediately after, separation screens remove unpopped kernels and popcorn fines. Because coating works best on uniform popcorn, not on hard kernels or dust. Now the flavor step that everyone cares about. Butter-flavored oil is melted in a heated stainless tank, filtered through fine mesh, then metered to spray nozzles, so the film stays thin and even. In the tumbling drum, popcorn becomes butter popcorn as oil mist lands, fine salt doses in a controlled stream, and constant tumbling spreads, both across every surface. Cool air sets the coating so it stays crisp, and inline systems watch for out-of-spec flow before the product ever reaches film. Finally, butter popcorn becomes packaged butter popcorn on a form-fill-seal line, often with a nitrogen flush to protect crunch. Then every bag faces a check wire and a metal detector before it ships. Now tell me in the comments, do you like a stronger butter flavor or a lighter butter flavor? And do you prefer big flakes or small flakes? If you want more full process episodes like this, like, share, and subscribe.